Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So a little while ago I made a video about a Clone Wars episode that absolutely terrified me as a kid. It had these like worm creature things that like went up your nose. It scared me just to reenact that. But if you remember, at the end of that video I teased that there was a part 2 to that episode that also terrified me as a kid. So today we're now going to revisit that other episode that also haunted my childhood and gave me nightmares as a kid. Yay! And the episode is Season 2, Episodes 8, BRAIN INVADERS. Oh, okay, you can't even see it. Hold on. Let me just move the chair too. BRAIN INVADERS. Which follows up Legacy of Terror. And as a kid, after watching that episode, I was like, whew, that was terrifying, but at least all the Clone Wars scary episodes are over. Right? Then the next week I tuned into this episode, and the spoopiness was not over, in fact. In fact, after watching these two episodes, I actually stopped watching Clone Wars for a little bit, because I was just so concerned they were all going to be scary episodes now. That's pretty funny, actually. I think after these episodes, the scariest thing Clone Wars did was the Martez sister arc. Ayo! But now that I've matured and grown up and that I'm finally 4'7", I think it's finally time to revisit this episode and relive the terror. So let's begin. I wrote lest begin. I wrote lest begin in the script. Come on guys, let's begin. So the episode starts with Ahsoka and Baron Moss. Dang it! I just did it again! I just did it again. I keep on calling Baris offee Baron Moss. I did that in the other Clone Wars videos, and I don't know why. Why do I think her name is Baron Moss? It's Baris offee. I don't know why I'm stupid, but both of them together are going on a mission. Then we cut over to some clone troopers just peacefully sleeping and enjoying their time. And is that a freaking worm? It's the freaking worm again! I see it, it's moving. Yeah, as a kid, this is the moment I realized it's gonna be another one of those episodes. Yeah, obviously I'm exaggerating. I wasn't really this scared, you know, now that I'm mature. And I'm 4'7". But it was still... I still remember being scared as a kid. Pretty vividly. But this worm going up the guy's nose and then the way his face and everything contorts is genuinely a pretty creepy way to start the episode. And then he does this. I don't like that. So as this possessed trooper gets on the ship, I love the use of music and how it signifies the terror to come. The music starts normal and calm and builds to this chaotic horror music when that evil trooper is the main focus in the frame. Okay, so now that they're all aboard the ship, let's get to one of the creepiest scenes in all of Clone Wars and maybe Star Wars. That evil trooper walks into the dorm and disperses the worms across the dorm. And through their bones like popping and their white eyes and the way they all sit up at the exact same time, it's so scary for kid me, for the child me, for kid Carter. Obviously, not for me. Not for me. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Then after that, this episode out of nowhere throws in a surprisingly deep conversation between Ahsoka and Baris. Is it Baris? Or is it Baris or Baris? I'm gonna say Baris. It's not Baron Moss though, that's for sure. Gotta, thank you comment section. But I do love that even in this chaotic episode, they still find time to throw in some interesting dialogue and commentary. In this cafeteria, they discuss what it means to be a Jedi and a keeper of the peace and what their purpose will be after the war is over. And then Ahsoka discusses Anakin's radicalness. Radicalness. I mean, technically radicalness is a word, and it does work in that sentence, but also there's just something really funny about saying radicalness. I don't know, it sounds like Bill and Ted. Anakin's going to slaughter some younglings? Radicalness! But no, shut up with your boring conversation and good dialogue. It's action time. Pew pew pew! Two clones burst in and try to kill the Jedi, and it gives this episode a sudden burst of momentum. And now the chaotic roller coaster of this episode has truly begun, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put my hands up. So our two heroes go to figure out what's going on, and then this absolutely childhood scarring scene happens.
He's infected! Get this Don't lie. You just peed yourself, didn't you? It's okay. You don't have to lie. I know you peed yourself. Okay.
No one could look at and not pee themselves. I know I did. Twice. Next, things escalate even further as we see the clones begin to start a cult, or a church if you go to Bethel. Ha! That was a little mean. That was a little mean. What's in the script? it's just weird. When someone says the word cult, I just think of the word Bethel. I don't know how that happens. And it's also a cool detail how they begin to make Geonosian sounds. They're like... Nailed it. And I actually really love this little throwaway line from one of the clones where he says, like, you know, if anyone knows how to kill a Jedi, it's a clone. Which, I'm gonna say that line turns out to be pretty true. So as the ship begins to get overtaken with these infected clones, Baron Moss... Dang! That wasn't even on purpose. It's Barris. It's Baris. I mean Barris. I don't know anymore. But Barris says that they need to split up, and... Baris, haven't you seen a horror movie before? You're gonna die! Ah, and she got captured. I knew it! Then, mixed in with the story, we cut back to Anakin, who is super worried about Ahsoka, and he goes to interrogate Poggle. And then we get this incredible scene. Every detail is immaculate. The tents walk up, and him making the guards leave. His intense dialogue and delivery. His brutal force choke. And of course, that swell of the Darth Vader music. Genuinely one of the most underrated Anakin scenes in all of Clone Wars. Poggle was probably like, sheesh, and I thought them worms were scary. That may have been the worst. That may have been the most cringy thing I've ever done on this channel. I did it! I out-cringed myself. Oh my gosh. I can't believe, I want to thank, I have no one to thank. Wait, you know what I just realized, actually? These Clone Wars episodes scared me so bad as a kid. Yet, I grew up watching Revenge of the Sith. Meaning that I was like, oh, geez, the scary worm thing. That's so scary. Geez, I need to watch something relaxing, to calm me down. Anyways, I'm gonna go watch Anakin slaughter some younglings. But eventually, Ahsoka finds Barris, but now she's... evil! And they have this really great chase and duel through the tight hallways of this ship. Now, something that I feel Legacy of Terror has over this episode is the atmosphere. Just in general, the dark, claustrophobic cave tunnels in Legacy of Terror are scarier than a brightly illuminated hallway. But in the last leg of Brain Invaders, they find a really cool way to improve the creepy atmosphere. Anakin tells them that cold temperature can kill the worms, so Ahsoka ruptures the cooling system, which now fills the ship with this cold mist that I think makes the atmosphere of the episode a lot scarier. And also, I like how when Anakin tells Ahsoka this, all the Jedi are like, how in the world did you get Poggle to talk? And Anakin is just like, it doesn't matter. We have the answers. He may not be able to breathe anymore, but he's okay. Anakin's like, calm down, Obi-Wan. I just gave him a little one of these. But now, as Ahsoka waits to be rescued, Barris Moss jumps out.
Are you kidding me?
Why can't I just say her name right? It's Barris or Baris. I don't know. But where is Moss coming from? But yeah, Barris jumps out of nowhere and swings her saber like a freaking jump scare. Genuinely startled me for a second. And then we get this great duel in this really tight compartment that honestly got me on the edge of my seat. And all of this chaos crescendos until we get this scene where Barris is practically dying. And she breaks free from her trance for 1 second just to whisper to Ahsoka to kill her. And then I love the build-up as we can see the inner debate on Ahsoka's face and this horrifying worm coming out of Barris. And then Ahsoka just swings her saber and we cut away, ratcheting up the tension even further. This episode is so intense, it's like drinking a thing of Red Bull. And then finally we get the sweet release of I was gonna say death. We don't die. But the Red Bull wears off and Kit and his crew arrive, find them all safe. Yay! They did it! Yeah! I'm never gonna sleep again. And then we cut to Ahsoka waking up. And I love this quick shot as she opens her eyes. We see Anakin just sitting there looking out at the stars. And you can just tell that he's genuinely worried about her. And I think seeing him so caring is a nice contrast to how we saw him earlier. And it really highlights that inner divide in Anakin's soul. And then before the episode ends, we get one more nice dialogue. This time between Ahsoka and Anakin. And it's pretty interesting to hear Ahsoka wonder if she actually did the right thing by not killing Barris Offee. I freaking got it that time. Jeez Louise. And it's really interesting hearing Anakin give this kind of not clear answer about letting go of attachments, because as we know, it wasn't really something he was good at.
Liar!
You know, a lot of people really look down on Clone Wars episodes from the first 2 seasons, and I'll be the first to admit, the show does get a lot better. But there's still so many hidden gems buried in this early material. Like these 2 scary episodes from season 2. These are still 2 of the best episodes of the entire show in my opinion. And I just love how unique they feel in the world of Star Wars. These episodes genuinely haunted my childhood and freaked me out so bad as a kid. Yet, I still remember them and have vivid memories of watching them as a kid. And watching them now, it gives me such a new appreciation for these episodes that are now genuinely special to me. And they gave me a real experience that I will never forget, no matter how hard I try. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching these 2 parts to this video series. These episodes are genuinely special to me, and it made these videos feel special to me. And the fact that you guys tuned into both parts and watched, I just really want to thank you guys for that. And please, let me know in the future if you want to see more Clone Wars videos, because I really loved making these 2. But anyways, that's all for now, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video, where there's another video. Bye-bye!